Welcome back, radio listeners, here on KLJX Flagstaff. Ryan Purdy here, joined by Wayne McBean, one of the co-founders here of the Coyotes alumni. So what kind of just brought you into this process of making, hey, let's still play some hockey when we're already retired?
Yeah, no, I retired down in Phoenix 12 years ago, and a buddy of mine that I played with on the New York Islanders, his name was Don Maloney. He was the GM at the time, and he asked me if I wanted to start the Coyote alumni. I finished with the Winnipeg Jets, who obviously the next year became the Coyotes. So Don asked me to grab a couple guys. I grabbed Greg Adams and Dave Scatcherd and a couple of the guys that were living in the Valley, Jeremy Roenick and that, and we started up the Coyote alumni 10 years ago. And Greg Adams, the president of the Coyote alumni, went to NAU, as you guys know. He's an alum up here. So we've been doing this game for 10 years coming up, and we've donated $50,000 now to the NAU hockey program, and we're happy to come up here. Great barn, great little town, great campus. Obviously, you guys got great students. The turnout's awesome. We had 22,000 fans here tonight in this building. It was crazy.
Yeah, talking about today's game too. You kind of came on in the pregame when we're talking to everybody here on the mic. You kind of called out Jordan Nolan. What's the beef going on with you and Jordan?
So the twins, Jordy and Josh, I coached them for like 3 years.
Okay.
So junior Coyotes, Mike Vucinic, another alumni. So I had Jordo, great defenseman. He's playing great. He's, I think, the captain the last 2 years now. And you know what? He's really smooth. He's obviously the heartblood of the team up here. Big smile on the ice all the time. But just watching his game progress the last couple years up here, and after I had him at 16, 17 years old, it's nice to see. He's got a nice, complete game. His transition game's really well. He's jumping up as a fourth forward, not getting caught up the ice. So obviously he's one of the key players up here.
So if you're just tuning in right now, we're joined by McBean, the former first-round, fourth overall pick in '87, and he's one of the founders here of the Coyotes alumni squad. Going into today's game, you're kind of the king of throwing sticks and your gloves, objects at players. Yeah, obviously, it's a fun game, but what makes you guys get more let loose out there?
Well, the guys, you know, they're scared out there. So I'm throwing my sticks, I'm throwing my gloves. That's old-time hockey. That's how I played. You know, drop your gloves, go at it. These kids have no idea. We crushed them in the first period. I think that some of them were probably crying in the dressing room going back there. We told them that we were playing basically for girlfriends. So, they came out firing in the second period. And you know what? We had to pick up our game. So that's when I tossed my glove right at Jordan Nolan's head. I wanted to kill that kid. And you know what? There was a $500 bounty on him. So we were going after him hard, but they played hard. It was a great second period. And you know what? It's nice when the kids come out, play like that, and give us a good run for our money.
So it's not like you guys are just kind of laying off on them. You're still playing pretty close to your best of your capabilities then, right?
Well, we're all over 50, so the best of our capabilities is not that good anymore. But no, we like to come up. Obviously, the kids are having fun. We're having fun. That's what it's all about. It's about raising money for the NAU hockey program. Travis does a great job as the head coach. We're coming up here to help these kids. The money obviously goes towards scholarships for the kids. We're 100% in behind Flagstaff Minor Hockey. We donate a suite every year to Flagstaff Minor Hockey so they can auction it off to help kids who can't afford to play hockey. And then obviously with the NAU men's program up here, we'd love to come up, donate the $5,000, and that's what it's all about. We are here 100% to support you guys up here and have a lot of fun doing it.
Well, Wayne, thank you for the support. Thank you for joining us here post-game, interviewing here with us. We'll take a quick break here, be back with Cade Reed, joined by Greg Adams, the former NAU alumni. Stay tuned here on KJAC Radio. Welcome back. You're listening to KLJX Flagstaff. Ryan Purdy here, post-game of Flagstaff Eagles taking on their crosstown rivals, the Coquina Panthers. I'm joined by here Flagstaff, Emma's own Emma Doskis. Going over to this last game of the season, obviously there's a lot going into it. What did you guys kind of plan for? Was it more like Battle of the 928 like rivalry game, or was it more so going towards postseason as that starts next week?
Rivalry games are always super important for us to win. I think if anything, this game was to start our state run early so that we played this game just like how we should play all of our state games. So it's definitely a big push for us.
And this made 11-game win streak too. Mm-hmm. How important is that for you guys kind of catching hot near the end of the season?
I think it's really good for our morale going into state. Getting all the young players realizing that we can actually do this is a good thing, and that 11 win streak definitely helps.
And this one kind of just notches your first round by being in the top 8 seeds.
Yeah.
What does that kind of do for you guys, pushing you guys up getting out the first round by not playing again on Thursday?
Yeah, that would definitely help. We get a weekend, 1 day of practice, We'll get 2 home games also, which is definitely super helpful if we have a big crowd.
Guaranteed home games, too. Keep that
Yeah.
in mind. So here joined by Emma Daskus. You're wearing your blue T-shirt. You kind of came out during the halftime, made a whole speech. How important that was that for you coming out here talking about diabetes?
It was really important. There's a lot of people that just don't understand much about it, and nights like these are to get people to understand that normal people, but you kind of just have to understand where people are coming from it. There's a lot of bad stigmas that come along with it, and people don't really understand that. So just spreading awareness that type 1 diabetes is a disease that affects so many people is really important.
And having that and being the best three-point shooter in the state of Arizona, how does that like kind of boost your senior campaign this year?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. Yeah, it's definitely something I'm very proud of.
Have you seen like teams evolve like throughout the years playing basketball, saying, okay, at first like, okay, she can just shoot the ball. Now it's like, okay, you kind of got to guard her beyond the arc now. You've kind of seen a change with people guarding you.
Yeah, a lot of teams this year have started to face guard me, but our coach likes to call that their trash defense because it's not very smart for somebody to face guard just me because there's so many other girls on my team that can play, so it doesn't really make that much of a difference.
So Emma Daskus here. Thank you for joining us post-game. Eagles win it tonight against their crossing rivals, the Panthers. We'll be back here possibly on Thursday for the Coconino Panthers home game if they make the playoffs in the top seed. Emma, best of luck in the postseason. We'll definitely see you guys for your first round home game here at Warmerville Gymnasium.
Thank you.
Well, for everyone else listening in, you have listened to KJAC broadcast for Ryan Preddy, Paige Daniels, Dominic Bravo, Arthur Meyer, Sean Clark, and of course Emma Daskus joining us. Signing off, and we'll see you guys on Thursday.